What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of JCS Fishing Adventures. Today we're going to be fishing this beautiful picturesque private dam I've got behind me here. There's brown trout, rainbow trout, brook trout, golden trout and tiger trout all in this dam, 5 species. So could make for an interesting day. As you just saw before, there's a little golden trout was just swimming around in here looking for something to eat. So hopefully we get onto a few fish. I've been sick for a week, so I'm a little bit foggy, so bear with me. Righto guys, the first fly we're going to start off with is, probably should put that back in the right box. The first fly we're going to start off with is just a little stick caddis. Actually, yeah, that's the one. Just a little stick caddis here. Seems to work very well in this particular lake. They often are near the surface, but they don't want to eat dry flies, so 90% of the time they'll eat this, even if they're not eating dry flies. Come on. Oh, it's turned. He's having a look at it. Damn it. Got too excited and landed the fly too heavily on his nose, I think. It's a rookie error. Righto, the first lure I'm going to be putting on spin on my spin gear is this little hard body, same one I was using in the last video. It suspends, it's just a cheap model, but swims exceptionally well. Trout absolutely love it. So just chuck that on. Chuck it on a lure clip here. I prefer mustard fast touches, but I don't have any left, so I'm just using this simple little clip. And it's on my TD Soul and TD Zero combo. No! Damn it, I missed it. Oh. Dude, I'm serious right now. Can't believe that, guys. I've just snapped off and the fish is right there. That's what cost me those fish right there. Got stuck on a blooming blackberry on the way in. Damn it. Oh, far out. Guys, I just missed another one. Oh, hang on, we got one right here. Yes, guys, we got him. We got one. I think I got that 8 on camera. Oh, don't go around there. Don't go around there. Oh no, guys, we hooked him in the back. He didn't even go for it. He just... Yeah, the way he ate it was real funny. I thought he looked like he spooked, and apparently he did, and we just hooked him in the back. Oh, bugger. Oh well. At least it's something. Come here, mate. Here we go, guys. Reward for missing like 3. There you go. Beautiful little golden trout. Ended up snagging him in the back, but still, what a pretty fish. Get him straight back in the water. It's started to rain, so big camera's going undercover, and it'll just be on the GoPro for now. It's not looking too good. We're in this area here. As you can see, big lot of rain coming for us now. So big camera's gonna go away, probably permanently for today. And I'm just gonna have to fish. We start fishing out on the boat, because if the rain stops, it really starts, it'll be... Yeah, here it's starting now actually. Getting heavier. No snakes, no spiders, that's always good. Can't see any spiders. It's prime redback territory though, so gotta be careful. Try to be as quiet as possible. Oh, there's a spider. I don't know what that is, but I don't like the look of it. Ooh, go away, mate. Get out. Go on. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the look of that thing. Yeah, get out. My boat. This rain's pretty heavy, guys, so it's gonna go to the pump shed. Sit in here for a minute. Looks like it should pass through fairly quickly, which is good. Righto, guys, the rain seems to have calmed down a little bit, so gonna get back out there. We are away. Here we go. There's a trout right in front of us, right here. Oh, you're kidding. I broke him off. Not my day today, guys, not my day. I had a feeling that was a bad knot, but stupid, should have retied it. Yes, guys, we've got one. Finally, please stay hooked up. Decent sized rainbow. Finally. Get the net out. Yes, guys. Haha. Finally got one. Yes, let's go. Oh, it has been a struggle for me today. Right, guys. There we go. Got a... If he'll just settle down for me. It's actually got a bungalow on one side, but... Lovely little rainbow. I've got to kind of hide my face with it, otherwise the camera won't focus, but... There you go. Beautiful little rainbow. Stunning colours on it. Fell on a little manic tackle floating nymph. It's like a little emerger pattern, but it's like, it kind of sinks if you strip it. There you go, absolutely lovely rainbow. Yeah, 30 centimetres. Off he goes. Let's go, guys, got one eventually. Alright, I'm just going to really quickly show you the rig I caught that fish on. So, I'm using a Reddington red fly, 6 weight in the 9 foot. I'd probably go a little bit lighter, to be honest, if I could, fishing this, maybe a 5 weight, but this is still a good rod for the job. And I've just got a 6 weight reel, wild fish 6 weight reel on here. And then in terms of the rig, I have a, sorry about the copies, I've got a 4X tapered leader, down to some more 4X joined with a loop-to-loop connection. And I've got this little guy, which is a fly, one of my own patterns that I tie. It's kind of like a pheasant tail type variation. And then about 2 feet of leader coming down from that, and then we have the manic tackle floating nymph. If it'll focus, please focus. Yeah, manic tackle floating nymph, which is one of my best flies for this sort of fishing, and when fish are eating emergers in rivers, it's also a really effective fly. Anyway, good to eventually get one in the mouth. Well, yeah, we lost one, like how many, and pulled hooks on 2, snapped one off, and foul hooked one. Maybe pulled hooks on 3. So, yeah, it's been tough. It's definitely been tough. And I've cast around hard bodies for a little bit. Not a touch on the hard bodies. The fish in here are pretty smart, so I think they're probably just not touching the hard bodies. But, hey, awesome to be out here. Such a beautiful, beautiful scenery. Look at that. Mist rolling in. Awesome. So blessed to live around here, man. I mean, this joint's like 5 minutes, 7 minutes from my house, you know. I can't imagine living anywhere else, to be honest with you. I'm so blessed to live here. Awesome place. Yeah, something interesting about this lake is that the original stocking of fish we put in here was 40 rainbows, 40 goldens, and 70 brown trout. That's from memory. I'm pretty sure it was, 150 fish, which is a bit under the recommended max. I think the max amount of fish you could put in a pond this size is about 210 or something, so quite a bit under. But obviously we have plans to restock it again. We'll be putting some in this winter, probably pretty shortly actually. So that's the original stocking of fish, plus a few brook trout and tiger trout that were in with the, I think they were in with the browns or the rainbows, I think. But yeah, it was probably about 4 brook trout and like maybe 2 tiger trout. So there's not many of them in here. I haven't caught a brook trout for ages. I don't know how well they survived. They survived the first summer, but I don't think they survived last summer just gone. But yeah, it's really weird. Like probably 80 to 90% of the fish we catch in here are made up of rainbows, goldens, brook trout and tiger trout, and like only about 20% browns, even though the majority of the fish put in here were browns. Now the browns were slightly smaller, and so they may have been more heavily predated upon by birds and eels. There's eels in here which are quite like vicious, as well as a couple turtles. The eels in here will like chase stuff down. You know, we had one eel that used to sit over there underneath that sort of jetty pier thing, and he would come up. You'd take a pair of pliers and splash him around the jetty, and I don't know, like you did it with your hand, he wouldn't come, but if you got a pair of pliers or anything metal, he'd come up. I don't know whether they can sense the metal like sharks can, I'm not sure, but I believe they can, due to the fact, you know, he only came up when it was metal. But yeah, he'd come up and like have a look at and suss the pliers and see if he could eat them. So good predators. They're not just scavengers like people think they are. But we ended up catching a lot of eels out of here and using them for shark bait and stuff to reduce the predation, particularly the bigger eels. There's still plenty of smaller eels in here, but we've got most of the big eels out of here, which, you know, people may say, well, the eels were there naturally and whatever, but spent $400 to put trout fingerlings in here. Well, actually, they were yearlings when we put them in, not fingerlings, but, you know, spent a decent wad of money. So I think I'm well within my rights to take eels out as long as they're going to use. You know, I'm not just leaving them on the bank, they're being used for bait. I think we may have even tried to eat a couple. Absolute nuisances. It's the primary reason where I'm going to have to get a microphone for this camera, because, yeah, that's annoying. Anyway guys, I'm going to have a few more casts with a hard body and then I'll pack it in. It's 5:17, so my mate that lives just up a couple houses away here, who we stocked the dam together, we sort of joint venture, we both fish here, he was at footy, that's why he couldn't join me today, but he might come down. Oh, it's starting to rain, better put you away. Righto guys, thanks for watching. Again, it wasn't the most successful session today, but we caught a couple of fish. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you've got any questions for me. I'm more than happy to answer them. And yeah, I got home a little while ago, so just about to edit this video you're watching, or you've just watched right now. New uploads every Saturday night at 5 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll catch you then.